So, do you guys want to know some of our investing goals for 2023? You know, the year that's like a month and a half away from now. Then I think you're going to want to stay tuned for this video. Make sure you sit back, grab a notebook. If you have any questions, leave them down below. And let's get right into this because I have a ton to share. So stay tuned. Hey Investy Besties, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to this channel, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, y'all know I do appreciate you guys so much for being here. We on our road to 10,000 subscribers. You guys are helping me to get there. Thank you so much. Your sis really do appreciate it. So, investing goals for 2023. So my next video is our overall financial goals. But in that video, I'm going to just say like, this is our investing goal for 2023 and why. But I know, because I know my Investy Besties so well, I know you guys are going to want to know, all right, Shalise, can you give us a little bit more detail? Like, okay, what is this going to look like? Because you know, we love knowing all the deets. So I decided to make this video right now. So when you see that goal in the next video, like, okay, they want to invest this much for 2023. That's the goal of theirs. This video is breaking that goal down into like super duper detail. Okay. So again, before I get started, if you want to join our 2023 financial goals, money goals workshop, information is down below. We are filling up really quickly. So thank you so much. If we do sell out, I will add a second separate session as well. But again, if you want to bounce your goals off with somebody else in a private setting away from YouTube in a non-judgmental space, there is no such thing as a stupid question. I always say that to a lot of people because people will tell me that. No. When you are new, when you are just starting, heck, if you've been on this journey for a long time, when you are learning something, you're learning something. Mr. Warren Buffett is still learning, and the man is like the greatest investor of all time. So again, it's about asking questions, getting feedback. I'm not a financial advisor, but I share real numbers, okay? And so I want to be able to give people what I wish I had. And that was the space to really just like lay it out there. I'm thinking of buying a house. You have 3 of them. I'm thinking $10,000 is enough for a down payment. Is that realistic, Shalise? We could talk about that, okay? But information for that is down below, and I'm crazy excited about that. So I'm looking down at my notes. You will see it up on your screen as always. Let's walk through this. So our financial goal for one of them for next year is to invest $100,000 into some type of liquid asset. When I say that, I mean most of it is the stock market. I'm just being honest, but some is cryptocurrency, putting some in our children's accounts, maybe some in I-bonds. Okay, but let's walk through this. So again, this is one of our financial goals, is to invest $100,000. Now, before I even get into the details, before you can make a single goal, especially a financial goal, you need to know what your projected income is going to be, because how can you have a goal of investing or maxing out something, maybe a Roth IRA, and you have no idea what your projected income is going to be? So this is one of the things we're going to be talking about in that workshop in detail. But my husband and I sat down and we really figured out, okay, 2023, what are the projected income and those sources going to look like? It may not come to fruition with everything, but I'm always projecting. Companies do it. They're famous for it. A good corporation is always projecting, and they do it out like 5-10 years. We're just doing it for 2023. So it's like, okay, we have our day jobs. We have MT as a side hustle that's really growing, and I am looking to hire an assistant for next year because I just need the help. I'm a one-woman show, you guys. My husband has his side business. We have 2 properties that we do receive income for. We have a tax refund that we're already expecting to receive a refund from. My husband gets a big bonus every year. So all of those things we're taking into account. We can't think of every little thing, but the big things that we know every year is coming. If you're getting a tax refund, you know this every year, right? And so you can plan for that ahead of time so that it doesn't creep up on you and then you spend all the money and then you don't even know where it went. So I am not a budgeting channel, but I will say very briefly that we are projecting about 400K, a little over if I'm being honest, in 2023. STEM, because I know I'm going to get questions about this. And my husband talks to our private groups about this when they have questions about salary negotiations and how to network. STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. You have children, they don't know what to study in college. STEM. There's nothing wrong with the art history major. Let that be the minor. I'm just being real. If you're trying to get your children, or if you are trying to kind of really make money, STEM. I mean, I think most people would vouch for that, or be a YouTuber, but no. But so that is what that is. We are so fortunate. We are truly humbled. You guys get the vibe. We are humbled, hardworking, and so appreciative, blessed beyond measure. But we also don't feel guilty for having a high income, because let me just tell you, Mr. Investy Bestie works his butt off for where he is right now, and we don't take it lightly. This is why we're trying to be good stewards of everything that we have, so that we can be in a place to maybe receive more and continue to give like we do, and to inspire and to encourage and to help other people as well. Because when you can manage a little bit, let me tell you, you can manage a whole lot. If you cannot manage a little bit, no matter what anybody tells you, you will not be able to manage a lot, okay? So 401k, we plan on maxing that out. I did a video, I will link it somewhere in the description box below, where I talked about the 2023 contribution limits that the IRS has approved for next year. So all of my investors out there, you know, these are things that we want to know. So we will plan on maxing out my husband's 401k at $22,500. And keep in mind, this is not including the match that he gets. So if you get a match, even if you could just put in up to the match, and also if you cannot max your 401k out or HSA, because guess what? We didn't do it either when we first started. $100 to $200, because that's what we could do, because we were trying to just pay off all the debt. But set a goal for yourself. I'm going to put $1,000 into my 401k. That is my goal. Then that, let me tell you, is just as good as maxing it out. All right. But for us, we plan on maxing it out at $22,500. We plan on maxing out my husband's Roth IRA at $6,500. We will be doing a Roth for myself. So we can actually do a Roth via a spousal IRA. I'll have a link to Fidelity down below where they talk about it a little bit more. And we do plan on doing both of these Roths via the backdoor Roth method. If you don't even know what that is, I did a video about that. I will have it down below as well. And I'll have an article linked too, just to explain it a little bit more. But I love the backdoor Roth. If you make too much, if you make over the threshold, you could do a backdoor Roth, and I can do it with the spousal as well. Next is dividends. So what do we plan on doing with our dividends? You guys know I love my dividends. And so our plan is to put $25,000 into our dividend stocks and funds. The majority of this will go to Robinhood, but we will still continue to build up our dividends that are in the other portfolios as well. But this is really big for us. You know, we're talking about early retirement. We need to have something to live on. The dividend income is one of the sources that we are projecting. So we have to get those share sizes up, right? And so putting chunks of money and having a plan for this is going to help us get there. So $25,000 we plan on putting into our dividend. And I'll continue to do like I've been doing for the past almost 2 years, portfolio updates, dividend updates, net worth updates, so that you guys can see like the progress and the journey. Next is growth. So we want to put some money into growth stocks and funds as well. That's big for us. Like we believe in Tesla, we believe in Amazon, but we want to put some money into that as well. So we want to put $7,750 total next year in some of the growth stocks and funds, because that's really, really important for us. Next is starter companies. I am trying to find the next Tesla. I'm trying to find the next Amazon. And I want to have a little bit of money to be able to put in to those companies. And so our goal for that is $2,000, just slowly building it up. I do have my Webull set up for that specifically, and we're going to put that into our Webull portfolio and invest in some of these startup companies. Next is kids. So this is really important for us. I have a daughter who is going to be graduating in 2 years. So I can tell you that 10,000 of this 15,000 is going to her. Why? Because she has 2 years left. I have a special needs son who's not really going to college. I'm just being honest with you guys, but he has an investment account, and I have a son who's 10. So my 10-year-old and my daughter who is 16, you know, he has more years than her. She has 2 years before she's a senior. thinking about colleges. And so this $10,000 is going to her, and I'm gonna split the remaining of that $5,000 between my two boys. So $2,500 each, if that makes sense. Next is HSA. So the HSA was also increased for 2023. We plan on maxing that baby out. Why? Because the HSA has three main tax benefits. Money goes in pre-tax, money grows tax-free, and when you withdraw that money for tax purposes, the money is also tax-free. There is a loophole, save all your receipts, and then you can reimburse yourself later down the line. There's no expiration date, like how far in the future you can pay yourself back. And then we have MT. So my business is growing, and I do take a portion of my profits and I put it into a SEEP or something for myself through the business where I can grow and invest that way as well. So the plan is $2,500 for MT. And then of course, cryptocurrency. Crypto is taking a hit right now. It's in a crypto winter. This could take a few years, especially with the FTX scandal that just happened. So $2,000, we're going to lower what we wanted to put in, but still put in a little something. So $2,000 into crypto, mainly Bitcoin and Ethereum. Those are the two best ones my husband and I like. And then finally, my hubby has his own side hustle at $2,500. So you guys see a pattern here. My husband and I could just not do anything after his 9 to 5. He gets paid more than enough for us to live on. But he has a side hustle. I have a side hustle. We got dividends coming in. So you guys can see that because we're still, I would say, young. My daughter doesn't think so, but I'm young. We are just doing what we can right now, because with inflation, with the recession, and this wealth gap, we are doing the best that we can to make sure that we set our children up responsibly. So teaching them and making sure that they have capital, but also encouraging a lot of you guys as well, because this is really, really important for my husband and myself, is really making a plan for our money. So this is the breakdown of that investing goal. So when you see it in the next video, when I say we plan on investing $100,000 next year, you have all of the meat to that, okay? But yeah, so let me know if you have any investing goals for next year. List them down below. If you want to join the workshop, information is down below, because maybe you need some extra time. Maybe you want some feedback or anything like that. That's why that workshop was set up. So make sure you join. $10 a person, really affordable. And I think you'll get a lot of value out of it. 2 hours, just come hang out. We just hash it out. Okay, we can brainstorm. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you tickle that like button, subscribe, hit the little bell notification, follow me over on Instagram. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.